For anyone to claim that God is in fact the devil are seriously deluded and in denial of the truth. Only those trapped and enslaved within man-made religion, including man-made Christianity, would be fooled into believing that God is in fact the devil. God isn't the devil. Rather, he is the creator of the heavens and the earth, and all living / breathing beings upon the face of the earth, i.e. human beings, animals that so happen to have life. So, to any of you claiming that God is in fact the devil, you need to reevaluate the real meaning of the gospel and reconcile your relationships with God through His Son, Jesus Christ, via the Holy Spirit. Because you are being deceived by the devil himself into believing that God is in fact the devil, when that is nothing more than a spiritual and psychological attack on each and every one of yours behalf that so happen to fall into believing in this nonsense. And that's what the devil wants. He wants people to believe that God is in fact the devil. That's not the God I serve, nor is it the God of the gospel that I follow. Was the devil once upon a time an angel that so happened to be one of God's angels, might I add, before his fall? Yes, he was an angel once upon a time, until his pride got in the way of his relationship with God, hence the great fall of Lucifer, now i.e. Satan, and a third of the angels that so happens to run wild upon the face of the earth, trying to get inside of mankind's heart and mind in order to convince them in everything they possibly can to sway them from the faith. And that's why we have so many childlike adults today that refuse to grow, evolve, and age like a fine wine. Now, am I referring to all children being the devil incarnate? No, I'm not, because there so happens to be children of God's kingdom too. But the vast majority of intellectually underdeveloped kindergarten within overgrown ass bodies are not, and I repeat, not a child of God's kingdom. One, they live in rebellion. Two, they use manipulation, gaslighting, and triangulation for their own sick gratification. And they also have to live outside of the Old Testament and the New Testament in order to get what they want in life, even if it means stealing it from other people, rather than holding themselves accountable and responsible, living within the Old Covenant and the New Covenant in order to attract what they want naturally, with good intentions, good morals, and good work ethic. So before I wrap this video up, like I said, this is a short one. You people out there need to stop bashing God as being the devil himself, because that right there is an abomination. And God will reject you and abandon you for thinking such idiotic drivel. I think you'll find that, like I said, the devil so happened to be an angel once upon a time before his pride got in the way of his relationship with God. Hence the great fall of Lucifer, now currently known as Satan, the dark ruler of the world that we live in. And yes, God is actually in fact omnipresent via the Holy Spirit. Don't get it twisted. Just because God so happens to be omnipresent via the Holy Spirit, that does not make him the devil. And those of you to think such ludicrous things and to make wild accusations like that need to take a step back, reflect on your own minds and your own hearts in order to seek the real gospel truth as well as presence of the Lord via the Holy Spirit, rather than leaning upon your own understanding all the time. This is why we have so much degeneracy within human psychology today, because people are being deceived by the devil. They think, oh, I don't need no Bible. Oh yeah, I don't need no Bible. I can live my life exactly the way I want to live it. There are no precautions. There are no punishments and consequences. Life's all about having fun. It's all about excessive laughter and all of this nonsense. Yeah? It's not the God I serve. And those of you that have this mindset, I'm telling you now, you're in for one rude awakening when reality hits you. And you begin to realise that you've wasted what could potentially have been your adult years in order to grow and evolve and age like a fine wine with other mature souls. And this is why I'm not all that much into doing childish things like many people are. Do I have anything against those that follow the gospel, that happen to be born again of the Spirit and not of the flesh? No, I don't. If you want to live like a child, that's entirely your choice and your free will. But it's of no interest to me, because I chose the narrow path in life. The narrow path meaning growth, evolvement, progress, no matter how slow, the rewards, the fruits for the labour. That is the path that I recommend all children to follow in life in order to receive the life that was promised unto them biblically. It's a wrap.